political party that is intended to, that would have been a very big mistake. I'm still going to stand it. If he's hearing or he followers are hearing, they should let him know. Trying to coalesce with any political party in Nigeria, an existing political party, that is the beginning of his failure.
Today's discussion is about next election in Nigeria. We're going to be discussing about PDP, APC, and the youth aspirants. So we're going to be maybe predicting. We are not sure, just predicting, you know, who's going to win this next election. Which of the political parties do you think will win this next election? Based on what is going on right now.
Based on what is going on right now, I think it's too early to predict who is going to win. Most of the political parties now are strategizing on what to do. Now we have the incumbent president who is in charge, who is still in power. As history, since the initiation of our democracy, is only last election that where we see by an incumbent president lost an election.
Yes.
So, and the opposition are capitalizing on that they can do it. So, and now that the PDP have stepped forward with Atiku as the sole person now, even though it has not been like officially declared by the INEC, and we have the APC and the PDP. So, with what is going on in the system, with what is going on with the mind of the people, the opposition might have a clear chance by taking advantage of what is going on. Just as the APC took advantage of the weakness of PDP, they capitalize on that, they work on that, and so far, the truth is, and I want to let every Nigerians know, the truth is we have only two political systems at the moment. The youth, we are looking onto them, but for this particular election, I know the youth we only lay a foundation. They will only lay a foundation, but not with a hope of saying that this is gonna win or this is not gonna win. For the youth, I would say particularly there is no way, there's no chance. The truth is different from a wish. Yeah, the truth is different from a wish. We wish the youth to win. We wish.
Yes.
But the truth is not in this coming election. So I understand everyone, some people might be angry. We said, oh, why do you have to say that? Why do you know we're going to win? They're saying, yes, it's easier said. But it takes a lot of work to get there. But if the youth can remain consistent with their program, pushing, I believe they may have a clear chance to capitalize on in 2023. But for this election is a ball between PDP and APC.
APC. Yeah, it's based on the political structure of Nigeria. Right now, if we have to look at it, there's no way the youth, any youth political party will be able to confront APC or PDP. They don't have the capacity yet. Financially, they are not strong enough to compete with these two bigger political parties in Nigeria, which is PDP and APC. You understand? According to what happened in the 2015 election, it was Buhari, because of a financial reason. That is why they nominated Buhari as their candidate in order to have enough money to run the election. I watched one video about INEC and the election of 2015 election, where somebody was discussing about why they nominated Buhari. Because when they are about to nominate their candidate, they will look at the candidate that has the resources, you know, to run a successful election. You understand? If we look at the youth aspirants right now, they are not strong enough to confront APC or PDP. If they continue like this, they might be able to build a stronger political party in future, not in 2019, because it's just in the corner and they are not strong enough. I wish they can all come together. Even though all the youth aspirants, they come together right now, they are still not strong enough to confront APC or PDP.
Yes. When you look at the situation now, is politics. The first thing is influence. That is the first thing. The influence within the political system, not influence within the country. The difference between you have the influence between the country and you have the influence within the political system. The truth there is, Nigerian political system is being determined and dictated by the politicians, not by the masses.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's not determined by the masses, it's determined by the politicians. So that is why you see our political system, because of that, they keep switching from one political party to another, mostly when they are not in agreement with you. So, like a Buhari situation was influenced and his record, because the APC came up with an ideology, a strategy to defeat them, to defeat PDP as of that time. Why? Because they go back to Buhari, and Buhari, they know that Buhari at that time have a clean record, because Buhari was ready to declare his financial asset. That was how the first thing he did, to come up to say, this is my asset, this is what I have, this is my bank account. At that time, he only have cattle, he have a cow, he have two plots, in two plots that there's nothing on it in Maiduguri. He have about 30 million naira, which is about 250,000 US dollars in his account. He didn't even have up to $1 million as of that time. So
who is that? Do you mean Buhari?
Yes, Buhari. At the time of presidency, Buhari does not have up to $1 million in account. Buhari declared 30 million naira in his account, his financial account that he has. He declared about some houses.
Really?
Yes, that is the first strategy. Why people choose Buhari? That was the strategy, because Buhari don't have anything. He have about 250 sheep or ram. He has some cows. Then he have 2 plots of land in Port Harcourt, that's an empty plot. He has about 30 million in his account. Then he have 2 mud houses. He have 2 mud houses in Daura. So that was how he declared his asset. He said, "Oh, this person, I'm transparent. This is all what I have. Go anywhere and check if you see anything that belongs to me," which is he declared. So now APC used that as the first strategy. It's okay. This man is an honest man. He's open. So he used that ahead, and he had the influence. But Buhari doesn't have the financial power to wrestle against PDP. But he was very influential in the political party.
Okay.
So, and he was able to use the situation. Don't forget that period, we were really battling with the Boko Haram. There were a lot of killings, a lot of problems, a lot of crises, and a lot of corruption going on. So a lot of being arms and all sorts of things they were able to capitalize to show to the masses that, look, this PDP party is corrupt. They are not giving you anything. We have this man who is very sincere. He will come out and he will be able to make change. So because Nigeria were looking for somebody who is not going to embezzle their resources like other people do. So that was the strategy. Atiku, as of that time, could not able to run because he has some financial problems. He has some issues. He has some financial crime labeled against him, an allegation. Yeah, he have an issue with the United States, and he was accused that time that the reason why he could not go to United States because he's scared that when he get to United States, he's going to be arrested because of some financial fraud or whatever. Those are things also that contribute for him not able to contest during time of Yaradua. During time of Yaradua. So those are things that prevent him to contest. So I think those things are still under watch. That is why, as of now, PDP still have other candidates behind, which might surprisingly come up tomorrow. So I'm still looking like maybe they may use Atiku as a distraction, because Atiku really want to go, but they still want to look his record, because Atiku is still being accused that his wealth is not clean. So Atiku, yeah, that is the issue Atiku is going to face in this political run that he's going to have. He's going to have that issue, and probably because he's running against Buhari, and Buhari is in power, he's in charge. So, and Buhari is going to use all sorts of means, everything. Don't forget, he's in charge of the IG, he's in charge of most of the authorities. So he's going to use everything possible. So another thing, again, strategy that the PDP is trying to use is this. Buhari is a Fulani. Atiku is a Fulani. Buhari is a Fulani from Katsina State. Atiku is a Fulani from Adamawa State. They are two different states. Buhari is from the northeast. Why Atiku? No, Buhari is from the north central. Sorry. Why Atiku is from the northeast? But they are both Fulani from different states. So Buhari is going to have a challenges, because during the 8 years of his campaign, of 8 years he did as a vice president, he was not able to do anything in his state. The roads are very bad. So in his state, he's going to have that problem, because they believe that he went there, he didn't remember the people that fought for him to get there. And also, another thing that's going to challenge the PDP government, that the APC are going to use, when you watch during the time of 1999 to 2014-15, from 1999 to the end of Obasanjo's tenure, we were facing in Nigeria a lot of strikes from the universities. He was not able to use his power as the vice president, or able to talk with the president for them to be able to stabilize Nigeria education. But rather, he went ahead, while he was still in power, to establish his own private university. And one of the campaign and advert he had for the university that, oh, the government school are on strike. Oh, we can use, when you come to his schools, you will graduate within the limits that is set for your study. So PDP on the other side, if they nominate Atiku, Nigeria is going to be scared that he might collapse the federal education by promoting the private university. Because why? Obasanjo, who was the president, have a private university. Atiku have university, and a lot of the people have university. So he will try to release money to the society, because when there's no money in the society, the common man cannot patronize their universities. So I see the collapse of Nigerian university during his tenure, and that is strategy also the APC are trying to capitalize on. So not until Atiku declare himself and INEC awarding the certificate to represent PDP as a presidency, so we are not really assured if he's going to run as the president aspirant for PDP.
But as of now, and I can say that he is the only one in PDP, because I think PDP has many candidates, but he is the only one that is coming out to campaign. He was in Adamawa yesterday. Look at the crowd. Oh my God, very big crowd in Adamawa.
That is Atiku state. Atiku is from Adamawa state. That is his state. So don't forget why they could not use. I think they were able to use Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso is from the same region with Buhari. So Kwankwaso is from Kano State. So Buhari is from Katsina. So they are neighboring states. So Atiku is from the northeast. We will categorize as middle belt. One, they try to use the ethnicity. One, and two, they try to see that since Atiku is from the middle belt, Atiku will be able to dominate the northeast. the northeast states, which are like Borno, Adamawa, Plateau, Kaduna, Bauchi. So those states are the middle belt. And those are the places where the killings now is being rampant of recent. So those are the states. So those are the middle belt. So I think them PDP bringing Atiku from that area, because they know for you to able to win Nigerian election, you have to win 2 regions. So now that the northern state is going to be divided, it's going to be divided. So I think that is where the ball runs. So now who gets the east or the west, we're going to win the election. But for the northern part, is divided if Atiku runs.
Yeah, because of the ethnicity. So, which means Nigerians, they go to the poll based on ethnicity, right?
Yes, that is our mentality as of this stage. Because as of this stage, we Nigerians, we go by ethnicity, religion, and tribalism. And those are the problems we are having now, because we still not have that mentality whereby we screen or scrutinize individuals based on their capability of what they can do. We screen based on how are they related to us? Is he from my state? Are we the same religion? Like for instance now, trust me, just like if a pastor come out and maybe an imam come out, all the Christians in Nigeria will want to vote for the pastor because he's a pastor. They will feel like they don't want to vote for the imam, even though they're the same, they're Nigerians. And all the Muslims will want to vote for the imam, and they don't want to vote for pastor. They don't even care what can he offer. Now they check because he's a Muslim or he's a Christian. That is religion. For ethnicity, like the people now, like for instance, like if I'm from the south, the Southerners want to vote for me because they say he's our brother, he's our person, he's our brother, but they don't know what I'm capable of doing. What am I fit for the position or not? But just because it's our brother, we want him there. So the Northerners, we said, it's our brother. We want our brother to be in that position. So that's what we are running. We don't really see examine the candidate, the individual, to see what is he capable of, what are his histories, what have he done in the past. That is why these people keep recycling themselves. That is why they can use their money to buy people's ideology. They can use their money to buy people's votes. Because if you begin to reject those things, even though somebody comes to you, you can say, no, I'm not interested of what you have. I'm not interested about what you're going to offer me. What do you have for this nation? What ideology do you have? What this administration is doing that is not doing right, that you want to correct? So now, if you are a motivational speakers, you can win souls. You can win a lot of individuals to yourself without people trying to see who really you are. So, just because the person can speak good doesn't make him good or fit for the position. Or not because the person dressed nicely doesn't make or fit him for the position. You have to scrutinize that person. You have to question him. You have to make sure that he has the knowledge of the current situation. For example, we have the issue of electricity in Nigeria. Everybody knows, even a child knows we have that problem. We have that issues. You as a political aspirant, and that is where I see the youth are failing. You are telling the people their problem. You are reminding them their problem. But you are not really coming up with a strategy for you to solve those things, for these people to say, okay, this is how this thing is supposed to be. You're supposed to go into research to see what's wrong these people are they doing, what material are they using, what contractors are they using, how much have been invested. So in this situation, to solve that problem, this is how this is supposed to be done. These are the materials we're supposed to do. These are the kind of contractors we're going to use to fix those problems. Tell the people that is what you're going to do to fix the problem. Don't tell them the problem. We know the problem already. We know there's no road. Yeah, we know there's no anything. But you are not saying the solution. Don't tell us, when you get there, until when you get there, you not start telling us what you want to know. Tell the people what you're going to do to fix the road. What kind of contractors are you going to use? What kind of materials they are using now that is not good? Because they fix a road under 1 year, that road, before you know it, you won't recognize that road again. So those are the things you need to fix. Those are the channels whereby our money is being squandered. Those are the things where we are getting wrong. It's not like to come and tell you. Even me, I can say, oh, our road is bad. Yes, those are not the campaign. The youth should go. The youth should come up with something totally different.
For the youth aspirants who are trying to run for the president of Nigeria right now, what advice do you have for their followers or their fans?
One of the advice we give their followers and their fans is consistency. What I mean is, we see our old politicians, how they do. They move from here to another just because of benefit. Not because of patriotism. Not because they are patriotic or whatever. So the youth aspirant and their followers should emulate that, okay, this is where our politicians are getting it wrong. If you are from, for instance, let me say you are from Sowore, you should stick and remain with Sowore, and Sowore should be able to openly give his followers his ideology, and that this is what they stand for. Whether he win, he lose, that is what they stand for. Not a situation whereby because he didn't win or because they expect that when he win, they may get opportunity to get into power or to get some benefits from him, try to go closer, because most of Nigerians, we do things based on benefit or what can profit us.
Yes.
But when we will see that those things are not coming forth, they will abandon you. So my advice for them, for all the youth aspirants, one, they have to have one ideology, because most of the aspirants I see, they are from the South. The youth aspirants, like I said, have to come with one ideology of leadership. They have to sit down, go back to the drawing board to see what is wrong with our nation. What do we need to do to fix it? You communicate with your supporters who are patriotic to stand with you, who are not just following you because of benefit. Like I will tell you, most of the youth aspirants, some people follow them because of benefit, thinking, oh, when he gets there, I may get a position, I may get, it's the truth. So I don't want to offend anyone with that, but it's the truth. Some people do that because I may get position or I may get benefit or whatever. But trust me, when they see that thing is not coming, they're going to deviate from that. So if the youth supporters cannot demonstrate to the old politician that no matter come rain, come shine, we're going to stand with this person, then we have nowhere to go. That area has to be corrected, that this is what we stand for, this is what we believe, whether good or bad, even though I'm going to go hunger or I'm going to starve, I'm going to stay with my belief. You can't change me and you cannot buy me. So you will see that area, we are moving a step further to correct those corruption, because the first corruption we're dealing with is movement from one political party to another. Like Atiku. Atiku moved from PDP to APC. 2007, just last year here. He was a vice president as PDP. He moved to APC. He campaigned for Buhari. He believed now Buhari ideology, thinking with the issue of Buhari health, Buhari will step down, will not go for the second tenure. Now that he sees that Buhari is going for the second tenure, he has no way to get to presidency. Then he has to deflect back to PDP.
Yes.
To flag for a flag edition. So then you have to see, now you have to understand that, okay, like Atiku have two mindset. He's PDP, he's APC. So which means we are still recycling the same people we have. Our problem is not solved. So the youth is not too late. They shouldn't say, oh, we need it next year. They have not done anything that will make them take the throne. Now they have, from now to 2013, they have about 5 years. Let them start working now. Let them use this as a watering ground to put themselves together with a good ideology, and we hope 2023 a youth president will come up.
Only one single youth aspirant cannot confront PDP or APC. We need the unity of many youth aspirants in order to conquer any one of these two big political parties in Nigeria.
Yes.
I can't see any of them coming together at all. And the primary is just in the corner. In a few weeks time, like 2 or 3 weeks time, it's going to be the primary, you know.
Yes. Now we are in July. We are about clocking August, and the election is about in 7 months' time. So, like I agree with what you said that the youth at this time for the for presidency, it is not really right for them. So now, like Ahmed Buhari, who have joined PDP, this is what come to him, and this is what he was like advised. He's new into politics. He's a young boy. He has no experience. He's from the north, and he knew as of now he don't have a chance to wrestle muscles with those old men. He only got in to learn, to create influence. Because for politics, you need to have influence. You need to create influence. You need to study. You have to be in. You watching from outside is different thing from being inside. If you are being sincere and because Buhari have been in the game for a very long time, even though he was being deprived, but he was in the game, and APC noticed his sincerity, and that was why he got nominated over the rich people in APC. So,
youth, experience is a kind of a capital for every candidate to win. Yes.
For every candidate, when you watch, this thing happened to George Weah in Liberia. George Weah was adored by the people. A lot of people love George Weah. They say, oh, this is our president because why? He single-handedly financed their national team and he bailed them out several times when they are in financial crisis. That's the Liberian national team. So, and the youth were clamoring for George Weah. But George Weah had a problem facing the old politicians, and he was, according to how it had the declaration, they declared Salif as the winner, but George Weah was the people's choice. So he was advised, you are an ex-international player, you have no idea about politics. So they advised him, go back to school, start from somewhere. He went back, he started from grassroots. He climbed the ladder. He went back down. He wanted to start from the top, but he went down beneath the ladder, started climbing gradually. He went and he won. He started from his zone. From his zone, he went to constituency. Then from there, he became a senator. And within this period, he was still schooling. He got his bachelor, he got his master's. He went back to study political science. So you see, as he's studying, he's pushing forward. He's studying, he's pushing forward because he knows he was very young. George Weah is still in his 40s. So that's how from being senator, now he become a president. He still have actualized his dream. For the youth aspirant, doesn't mean because I did not win 2019, that is it's finished. No, they are still young. I think someone maybe in his early 40s or maybe in his 40s. I don't see him like somebody who's in 50s. So they should see that, oh, 2019 is do or die. If I cannot get it, then I lose hope. No, he have years to plan ahead to keep pushing. That is consistency. The issue of the coalition of the political party that he intended to, that would have been a very big mistake. I'm still going to stand it. If he's hearing or he followers are hearing, they should let him know. Trying to coalesce with any political party in Nigeria, an existing political party, that is the beginning of his failure. That is the beginning of his failure. What I expect him to do before now is to try to come up with an ideology, to come up with a fresh party whereby he can be in charge. Because when you coalesce with a political party, they're going to dictate for you. You're not only going to give them your own agenda, your own policy, they're going to give it theirs. And when it comes to a time that you and the party are not agreeing, there's going to be a division, they're going to cause you problem. So why can't you sit down and try to form something your own? Before now, we have only 44 political parties. And of recent, we have about 22 new political parties who were formed, and now we have 60-something political parties. So why can't you form something that is new? That you know that this is a fresh blood. Because joining any old political party, you are not doing yourself any good. You are coming as a young aspirant with a fresh ideology, come up with a new political party. Not a political party that is going to win elections in 2019, but a political party that is going to stand a good ground in 2023. So, saying we are talking to political parties or whatever, what are the ideology? That before you agree, there's going to be a talk between you and them. There's going to be an agreement. When you are trying to run as a president or in any position, first, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And your ability to accept those mistakes and correct them, that is a betterment for change.
Yes.
If he cannot accept his mistakes now, then which means we are producing the same people. One of the mistakes is we have leaders who don't act when things happen. Who will tell you, be patient, wait. And now we're experiencing similar things in Osowore. You will tell your followers soon. You are a young and vibrant youth. Why soon? Why can't you act when the people are desperate for change? Why do you keep on telling them soon? What makes you feel like you are different from our president that we have now? That you cannot really come out to say, this is what the people need. Your followers want to know which political party we want. Why can't you come up with a solution? You are keeping them in the dark. Soon, they don't know. How are you carrying them along with what you are doing? Because soon is not an answer. Soon is not an answer. You can't just come out and tell your supporters, say, soon, soon, soon. How are you carrying them along? Are you putting them in the dark? Or are you operating on your own? When you finish, you come back and tell them this is what we're going to do? There's no transparency. That is one. So that area, he have to correct that. Amoyele have to correct that. There is no transparency. That is the truth. I'm not going to say something here to please him, to please his ear. We are not going to pamper our candidate. We are not going to pamper our aspirant. We have to tell them what we are fixing, the errors that we are going through. They have to correct those things. We don't want to see those things. He is keeping quiet, and in his inability to declare a political party at this time have shown his weakness. He has to correct that. That is his weakness. He should accept that, and he should try to strengthen that aspect. Because you are a youth, you are a vibrant youth, you should act. That is not a strategy. We don't want to accept the excuses that you are strategizing. No. Because one, most of your followers, they're on social media. Most of your followers, they're in diaspora. Diaspora, we're not allowed to vote. We cannot vote. We don't have what it takes for you to vote. Your people are going to vote for you. They are in Africa. They are in Nigeria. Those people, some of them are in what? In a retired area that even there's no electricity. They don't even have a phone. Not to say they want to go on social media to watch you. You need to educate them about your political party. You need to educate them about your ideology. You need to do underground canvas to penetrate those areas. Now you don't have the time, and you are saying soon.
But he has been traveling. He has been traveling around the world, different places in Nigeria. He has been traveling.
Yeah, but it's too late. It's too late for him to do that, because I see, as of now, what he's supposed to do. He's supposed, as of now, be in Nigeria. But I see him holding some town hall as of this time. I know he's trying to raise money. He's trying to raise money for that. That what he's supposed to have done 2 years ago. What he's doing now, but holding town hall in diaspora, he's supposed to have done 2 years ago. By now, you should be able to raise money to say, okay, now I have the finance that will stabilize me in Nigeria, because you need a grassroots to reach out to the door of the masses, trying to tell them that here is the Messiah. I'm here with you. I'm here to test what you have tested. I've seen what you are going through. Because you cannot be in New York telling the people, oh, this is what they're going to do.
New York. No.
Yeah, recently I knew he went back to Nigeria. But I expect him to spend more time with the people over there to do his underground work.
Yes.
So not going back, you spend like 1 week, 2 weeks, after that again, you are back holding town hall in California, putting tower in Ireland, putting tower this thing. Even though you have to raise money, if you at this time is raising money, that is too late.
We see what happened in Ekiti State a few days ago during election period. The big question is whether or not the youth aspirants will be able to confront PDP and APC with this structure of a ringing election, paying voters, giving voters some stipend money during election period. Are the youth ready for this? Can they resist the cabal system in which Nigeria has been operating over these years? When we say cabal system, we mean the system of ringing elections.
Presently, Nigeria political system is the best ringer with the election.
Yes.
If, like you said, if Nigeria, for instance, for example, Sowore have about 80% of his candidates, he might try, because who ring the election? Who the politicians use? They use the youth. Who did they give the money? They give the money to the youth. But if our aspirants, the youth aspirants who are trying to follow up with 2023, if they're able to educate the people through awareness program, like you can't take 1,500, 3,000 just for a day and suffer for 4 years. If they're able to bring those things to educate you, because those talks are the youth. The politicians use the youth. They buy the guns, they don't give it to their children. They give it to the masses. Their children are not there to ring the election. They give it out. That is why they give you money. And don't forget, those money they spend in buying the election, the money they spend to ring the election, first is an investment, which they're going to get. How they're going to make the money back is our money. They're going to make back. So what the youth have to start doing now, apart from presidency, we have some states, we have election in 2020, like Edo State. What are the youth doing? Are they trying to aspire for, is it only presidency? No, are they trying to aspire for governorship, chairmanship? They should not only look at, oh, we have to wait for one presidential election again coming. The youth should start also with other positions to climb. They shouldn't just wait until when next election is at hand before they contest. Ringing or no ringing, for this present administration that is going, yes. But if the youth able to stand, to cooperate, educate themselves, caution themselves, I think they can able to not eradicate or eliminate ringing, but they can limit it. Taking money from these people is they are buying your conscience. Taking money from these people, this money they are paying you, they are giving you in exchange of your resources. You are exchanging your destiny with them. So some of those people, they are acting in ignorance. They don't know. Some of them, they believe, oh, you give me money, oh, let me just take it. Like some people, we in diaspora, because we in diaspora, we are exposed. That's why we understand. That is why you will see, like in diaspora, you will see a black man, even though you give him money and you call him a monkey, you will say, are you out of your sense? Even though he's sleeping on the street, you call him a monkey, he will really stand against you. So, but back there, because they understand this is what they believe, this is what they know, they are aware of it, that what you are doing is wrong. So if we, the youth, like I told you, the youth aspirants, those are the things they're supposed to start way back. Not saying we're going to take the government back, we're going to do this. No, those are orientation they're supposed to give our people back, who are ignorant of the law, who are ignorant of what is going on. You need to educate them. You need to plant your supporters in places. Bring your supporters together. Just like churches. For instance, let me use churches. How do churches expand? The churches will form in a place. The pastor or the general overseer will have his ideology. He will give his ideology to his pastors. He will open another branch. That pastor will give the ideology to another person. You see them start expanding. You will see most of the churches, they preach alike. They have the same way of doing their things. Everything, if you go to, maybe for instance, you go to a Christ embassy in London, you go to Christ embassy, you see them almost having the same ideology. Why? Because when they recruit those people into their midst, they educate them. They teach them what makes them different from others. And you see them, they start following. They start following their pastors, their GO. They start following his message. So those are the strategy that those youth aspirants supposed to do. Our people are living a life of ignorance. Many of them don't know what to do. They collect the money. Some don't even know that it is even wrong. In a country whereby you that is giving and you that is receiving, it's called bribe. It is wrong. So the youth have to stand up with this. Let them go back to a drawing board. As of now, if they know that they want to wrestle any power, not only at federal level, even at state level, let them go back to anything. Let them start that campaign, grassroots, to mobilize their people, to tell them, oh, you see what this man did? Do you remember so and so this man? Like, for instance, let me use Atiku. You can go and tell do you see so and so person? Oh, this man was our vice president. This is what he did. This is what he did. This is what he did. And now again, he's coming back. He's going to give you money. That money you give him, he's going to take your resources back in exchange of that money. Let the people know. It's not something that can just happen every day. You open your eyes and see everybody in Nigeria and say, oh, now there's no corruption in Nigeria. No, it's going to take steps gradually. We have to start educating our people, our children most in particular. We have to educate them that not anything that you do, somebody have to pay you. Not anything that you do, you have to get benefits for it. Do something sometimes out of sincerity of your heart. Do it out of humanity. Do it out of clear conscience. Do it without expectation. For anyone that is watching, I want to let you understand that Nigerian politics is a game. Today, there might be enemy. You see them, they are enemy. Tomorrow, they'll be friends. They will dine together. You will become the outcast out of the game, the loser. They are the winner because they toy with our brain, they toy with our senses. When I look at Nigeria, because as one of the youth who understood our country, who know the South, the West, I think I've visited or traveled to almost all the states in Nigeria, all apart from a few states in the East. When something happens, I sit down, relax, watch from behind to see what is the issue behind it. When the matter starts arising at the beginning, first with the Biafra agitation, I look at it and I said, okay, let me see what is going on. One of the issues, I see that the PDP were doing their underground work before then. So when I look at the eastern governors, when you go back to the map, go back to all the eastern, that is from the southeast, all the governors, all the states, apart from one state that is Abga, they are all PDP, which means they belong to what? To the opposition party. So those people were desperate to get power back for them to remain in position. So they caused a lot of havoc, a lot of masses died, a lot of people, property were destroyed. Now, again, they go back to the northeast. We have the issue of Fulani herdsmen. But trust me, for those who want to believe or not, those are the handwork of the politicians. They are the handwork of politicians. Because it baffled me, during the past administration, we were having problem of Boko Haram. And after within in this administration, now we don't hear Boko Haram because the past administration promised when we come in the next so and so month, we're going to block Boko Haram. So if you don't generate something, how can you solve it so quick? Now we have people telling us, oh, when we come in within 1 month, like Atiku is saying, within 1 month, we're going to stop the herdsmen killing. That will give you a signal that the politicians are the people creating those problems for we to suffer. Understand that politicians are their problem. It's not religion, it's not tribe, it's not said the president is this, the president that. One man cannot change a country. One man cannot change a nation. Even though you put a priest in that as the Nigerian president, the people are corrupt. The House are corrupt. Our judiciary system are corrupt. So how can you, the executive body, able to transform those people? You can't. So the masses have to come to awareness to understand that the problem they have are the politicians.